Hello, my name is Billy Seago, name sign B on forehead. I now work as an ASL teacher at the high school level. Over the years, I've had many different jobs. I'm an actor, director, interpreter, sign coach, among other things. Today, we're going to discuss credit. What is credit? We'll also discuss your credit score. Both of these things are very important for you as you graduate high school and enter the world. You need to learn this now because it will impact your future. How do you get a credit card? When you were growing up, your parents might have charged items to a card. How did they pay for those things? That was probably a credit card. There are many different companies who offer credit cards. Those companies will closely watch how much money you spend, how you pay it back, and what you buy. All of that goes into your credit score. They are watching to make sure you budget your money and don't spend too much. It's very important that you learn about and watch your credit score. It can impact your future, especially if you want to buy a house or want to buy a car. Your credit score is very important. So, how do you get a credit card? First, think about what kind of things you will be buying. Clothes, a car. You will need to start small. You will apply using a paper or online application. You will fill out your name, address, and other information. They will ask how much money you have and your bank account information. Once you turn in the application, they will review your information and decide whether to approve you. Remember to start small. Maybe up to $500 to $1,000 in credit. Start to use your credit card and make your monthly payments on time. As an example, if I buy a new jacket and I don't have enough cash to pay for it, I can charge it to my credit card. Let's say it cost $100. I have a new jacket now, but wait, 1 month after that, you have to pay back the amount of the jacket. You can pay the full $100 if you are able to. That's great. You don't want to delay making a payment. Another option is to pay it over time. You can pay $25 the first month, $25 the second month, $25 the third, and the final $25 payment the fourth month. The credit card company will be watching to make sure you pay on time each month, or you can pay all at once the first month. It's important to remember that. Now, let's discuss your credit score. The credit card company I mentioned that will be watching your payments. If you are on time with your payments, your credit score will go up. If you skip or miss payments, your credit score will go down. A good credit score is around 700 to 800. A bad credit score is 300 or lower. An average credit score is around 650. That's the range from bad to good. And those companies will be watching you. Now, you want to keep a high credit score. And there are several things that might impact your credit score. First is your payment history. Do you make payments on time? How much money do you still owe? Second is your debt level. How much do you still owe that you need to pay back? If the debt level is high, that will impact your score. Next is the age of your credit. Did you just open up your credit card this year? Or have you been using it for a long time? That will affect how they look at your payments, especially if you have no payment history. Fourth is the kind of credit you have. For example, did you get a loan to buy a house? That's called a mortgage loan. So, are you paying that credit back on time? Over 15 years or maybe 30 years? That's a long-term loan. Or maybe you want to remodel your house. If you have a good credit score, you might be able to get another loan, so you can remodel. One option for that is called refinancing. Another type of credit, if you go to a store like Target or Old Navy, many of those stores have their own credit card. So, depending on what kind of card you have, that will impact your credit score. Also, there are two different kinds of credit checks, also called inquiries. That means you are asking to check your score. A company cannot check your score until you give them permission. For example, if you apply for a home loan to buy or remodel a house, your application will give them permission to check your credit score. When a company checks your score, that's called a hard check. That can impact your score, but only temporarily. When they check, your score might go down, but it will come back up. The other way is called a soft check. That happens when you want to check your own score online through a bank or credit union. You can check to make sure your score is good, or if you need to improve your score. That's called a soft check. That should not impact your credit score. All of those things I just mentioned will impact your credit score. In summary, we talked about a few things related to your credit score. It's very important that you learn about this because it will impact your future. It will impact your ability to buy a house or a car. It's very important. And it impacts all people, regardless if they are deaf or hearing or a man or woman. It's very important to have good credit. I explained what your credit score is. How to open a credit card account. what a bad credit score is versus a good credit score. And finally, what will impact your credit score? For example, what kind of credit you have. Do you make your payments on time? And how long have you had a credit card?